Good morning and welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, we have a lot to talk about. I came on overnight last night at about 1 a.m. and talked about how XRP seemingly looks like it decoupled from Bitcoin, as Bitcoin now is down 2.44%, while XRP's up better than 5.8% on the day. We're teasing that 57 cent level, and this is a very important level that we're at for XRP, as we're above a triple top. And now it looks like we could use this area as a back test, which would be absolutely fantastic. We've got a big resistance that was at 56.5 cents. If this breaches and we can push up, our next big resistance is going to be up near 60 or 60.3 cents. And then if we get above that, that's the all-time formation there from when we hit all-time highs. And that's the downtrend that's been going on since January of 2018. That's the totality of the pattern. We also have an uptrend that we also retapped at 38, or well, about 40 cents here in this recent configuration. Weekly time frame is an engulfing candle. It looks super bullish right now if this plays out. And our big key level is at 56.5 cents roughly. And we got on top of that, so we could get absolutely hot here. We could get absolutely hot here. XRP's ripping it right now. If we look at with the fan system, we'll take a look at this and I'll explain every single thing you need to know here, as we are going to be pushing up towards that upper resistance here now. So that's the first thing we're going to look at here once we get started. So please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube can recommend this update. By you hitting that like button, YouTube shares this through the algorithm. We become part of the recommendations and more people can find this community. So please make sure to hit that like button so that we can expand this content. It's very important here this morning, as on the fly, things are going to be updating here very quickly. Very quickly. Now this one I'm going to delete because we're outside of that formation. So now we can get rid of that. This comes up here. And now we can see the resistance over the top. So basically you've got 596. You've got up here around 626, and then you've got 65.5. But we'll go over what all of this means here just in a minute. But I did start the fan system so we could easily see the supports. Now what we need to see is we don't get rejected at this triple top and we can try to hold it. We did come down rather quickly from 57 there. So we'll go over all of this. Please make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Well, if I could find the intro. Good morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, July 16th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we will go over the charts. We also have some news to go over as well. So Ripple whales by 300 million XRP in the past 2 days. Altcoin holds steady above key support. And then we also need to talk about how the XRP news today, Ripple's $1 million donation to support John Deaton and unseat Elizabeth Warren. So that's definitely two things of reading that we are going to have to get into hardcore. Just please make sure to hit that like button. So right now, XRP, we looked at one of the charts, but let's look at the fan system now. So what we've got going on here is we had these little uptrending support lines. We created a nice consolidatory base. And honestly, when I start looking at some of this uptrend, we don't need no more. We can start looking at a resistance barrier that started here. We had a push up. We had another push up. Now we look to have a resistance point. So this is basically helping us fill in the gaps here. So like this 62 up here is irrelevant. We'll come down here. Big area at 57.2. And then we've got 59.8 over the top. So it looks like we're almost like in a bull flag consolidation here when you start to look at the low support and then the resistance here at about 57.2 is the resistance within this consolidation. You've in real time got support around 53.2 cents. Underneath that you got 51.2. If we were to break those areas 46.4 is the biggest logical area now if we were to break through. So now everything's changing in real time. So we can at least see this, and we'll continue to look at it in the appropriate fashion. What we're looking for, though, is a breach above 57.2 cents, and that'll open the door to 60 cents, and then maybe even a little bit higher. Right now, we can see, if we just look at it, we've got this resistance, and it shows on the other chart now because we put it back across. We established this before at 56.5 cents. Now we've got an over-the-top resistance at 57.3 roughly, or 57.1. So we are in a very log-jammed area here. Very log-jammed area. And if we want to get hot, like real hot, we've got to break over this downtrending resistance that's been in play since January of 2018. We have not been able to get over this resistance. So for 6.5 years, this has been an overriding resistance. This feels different. Feels a little different here. The fact that XRP is bouncing when Bitcoin's dropping, and this isn't the first day. When this rally started, Bitcoin was dropping, XRP gained. XRP consolidated, Bitcoin rised a little bit. Bitcoin starts dropping again, XRP takes that liquidity and rockets here. So XRP is very hot. And when you look at the rest of the crypto, there's nothing that I can really point to that's even keeping up. Especially today, you don't have any green. I don't have a lot of green here today. We've got B2 gold up to $3.07, but that's no secret here. We've got the gold up $20.90 up to $2,442. Anybody, and silver up another 0.3% to $30.77. Anybody who followed that advice is doing absolutely well right now. Anybody who coupled XRP with the gold, the silver, the precious metals, your head's exploding right now. I know mine is. The amount of money we've made on this Tuesday morning is staggering. We bought B2 gold back at $2.53. Now it's at $3.07. And you're talking about, at current time, I have $5,600 invested. Or $5,200 invested. Sorry, because I had to take out money for my taxes. But there's still a solid $5,200 plus of my own money invested into that. Yeah, it's over $6,000, but that's only because of the profit in there. I'm not going to lie and act like I put in all that money and then there's profit over the top. So it's been a spectacular turn of events here. XRP, though, is the story here. I'm not too worried about covering anything else. We'll look at Bitcoin, but XRP is absolutely the story here. I'm so very happy. We've been very, very dedicated. When it got down to 38 cents, I told everybody, please, it's sub 40 cents. If you have not bought, even if you can't stomach buying it, buy it through the XRP Bitcoin pairing. It's so undervalued. It got down to the 658 sat level. Now we're approaching the 900 sat level. It was a tremendous opportunity here, and it's just going to get better. My XRP holdings are exploding right now. Absolutely exploding. My gold holdings exploding. My silver holdings exploding. My B2 gold exploding. My wandering eye doesn't go far. It goes into where I think are concrete things. If you're part of the copy trading group, which you can become a part of in the video description below and or pinned comments, if you want to trade with me on HOTCOIN, right now we're up 32% in our copy trades. We started with a $100 challenge. We're up to $132 and some change. So if you've been following every single trade, you might look at it and say, well, what the hell? We're only 6 wins, 5 losses. That's not a great ratio. It's 54% roughly. That is true, but a lot of cases, when you leverage trade, you're looking for formation setups, and sometimes they breach. Like yesterday, the last trade I made, we lost 2.1%. And some people would be like, well, why would you sell after a 0.21? It's because it broke a support structure. There was a V-shaped recovery, which looks like an inverse head and shoulders on TRX. It ended up following through, and now we lost 2.2%, so $2, big deal. $2.20. Now, if I had left that trade open, we would have gotten 100% liquidated, so that $100 would be gone. That's how quick it happens. Because we had a better than 4.2% drop when that structure broke. It's recovered some today, but the fact is it happened. There were also several other trades I made yesterday that made anywhere between 5.5% and 9%, and there was 3 of them. So right now, if you're wondering, our daily challenge, we started a $100 challenge. We're up 32%, and we're up over $132 right now as our copy traders. Some have made much more than that because they're doing it on more than $100. So they might be trading on $1,000 and they're up 32%. I don't know, because I only do it at $100 to make it a very straightforward way I do this competition with the community. It's actually not even a competition. We're trying to see how far we can push $100. And right now, we've been doing it just over a month. It's over about 32% up right now. So I'm very conservative. And when I'm dealing with everybody's money, I'm much more conservative. So I will sell out and have back tests. Most of the times I sell out in between 5 and 9%. It's a back test. I mean, it's a stop loss after a rise up, and then it stops me out. Sometimes for the benefit, sometimes for the disdain. But I found a nice system to where I'm making money over time. And that's all that matters. I could give a rat's ass about the win-loss percentage. All I care about is how much I am plus minus on the P&L. That's it. Don't care about anything else. So anyhow, congratulations to anybody who's been doing that. It's been a pleasure to be with you. And then if you're looking to trade in the USA or abroad and you don't want to use HOTCOIN, my most trusted is BITUNIX. I love every second of it. Every second of it. And there's no spot, or the spot and leverage trading fees are the lowest in the USA. No VPN unless you, or no VPN in the whole world. And you only need to do a KYC if you send or receive from a bank account. Same thing with HOTCOIN. Same rules apply. So that's why I use those platforms. So take advantage of them. And I've been saying for the better part of a month, get the exchange right. Don't pay exorbitant fees. And at the very least, there's opportunity. Now that opportunity is kicking you in the ass. So many people were so fearful because XRP was down to 38 cents. It was a historical opportunity. We've discussed it as such, taken a lot of ridicule, but here we are. XRP in the past week, since July 24th, July 5th, so you're talking about 11 days. In 11 days, XRP has surged in 11 days. 47.5% in the last 11 days. 47.5%. For a token that never moves, that's pretty good. And I remember the crypto bears, or the XRP bears, that said, I'm not buying it till it comes down 35% from there, or 25%, until it goes to 27, 28 cents. And what was my response? You're out of your fucking minds. Excuse my French. You are out of your mind. Because sub 40 cents is no reason to pass that opportunity. Zero. There's none. And then when we established that it had hit that support on the falling channel, that is when everybody should have been like, uh-oh. It didn't even break down through. We've already had 3 taps. Now a support structure happened before we even came down to 36.7. Bounce back up on the cup and handle support to 424 and never look back. And then we said we're going to rally to 60 cents. Got a lot of criticism. A lot of criticism. You can go back in my video titles. It's not hard to see what I was saying. And then now over 60 cents. If we get up here, we're one step away from that 60 cent tile. We get over that 60 cents and 60.3 cents. I mean, you're talking about this rising channel or the falling channel resistance. And if we get back on top of this, and that's about 64.6 cents, we are off to the foreseeable races, because we would be on top of, you hear me, we would be on top of the cup and handle. We would be on top of the downtrending resistance from January of 2018. And then the only thing left for us to do is to come all the way up here to 86 cents and break through that rising channel resistance. So let me get a price tag on here so that we can see how far we actually have to go before we break through. And for all intents and purposes, we have to pay back our dues here, okay? We have to pay back our dues, that's it. There's nothing else to say. We have to pay our dues, and we have to get past this area. We've had a tremendous drop, and now we're going to have to start breaking some of these areas. The overwhelming one is way up here. Because we're going to have to get over this rising channel resistance at some point to invalidate that structure. Yes, we came down, consolidated 25 to 30% after breaking the rising channel, created a falling channel, which is a bullish reversal, and now we are where we're at. So pay very close attention to everything we said this morning. The biggest area right now, and we are very volatile, and I'm not sure if we're going to hold this or not, 56.57 cents we have to hold. and then obviously get over that 56.3 cents, 56 cent area, however you want to dictate it. But we've got to get over that. It's good to see us try to tease this area and use it as a support structure, but we do not want to get rejected here. Otherwise, you've got those supports below that follow, and we got to get to some readings. So real quick with Bitcoin, Bitcoin's still on a bull flag. I don't care what anybody says. It's still on a flag. We've got an engulfing candle in the weekly to the top side. We came all the way to 64,952, but now we've reversed pretty hard. We've come down 1,200 points, down 1.8% to 63,500. And really for Bitcoin today, the big thing, if we break it into the smaller time frame, I mean, Bitcoin's going to have to come back over and break that 65K and start making a push up here to around 70,000, 71,000. Because what it looks like we did in the immediate short term is it looks like Bitcoin could have put in another attempted cup. Maybe it does like a cup and handle here, because it came back through. That's a cup that filled. So we'll see. We'll see if a handle forms and it can hold support and bounce up. But Bitcoin right now, it's very volatile. Very volatile, but there's something going on beneath the scenes here. Something going on because a lot of the markets erupted. Look at the Dow up another 535 points. There are no corrections anymore in the stock market. Someone's going to get hammered there. Someone is going to get absolutely bent over and hammered. So anyhow, let's finish this reading and then I'll release this. So XRP news today, Ripple's $1 million donation to support John Deaton and unseat Elizabeth Warren. So in a recent development for the XRP community, Ripple Labs has donated $1 million to the Commonwealth Unity Fund, a super political action committee PAC founded by pro-crypto lawyer James Murphy, also known as Meta Lawman. This PAC is dedicated to unseating Senator Elizabeth Warren, a vocal critic of the cryptocurrency industry, and electing John Deaton, a well-known advocate for XRP, to Senate. Ripple's strategic move. Fox Business journalist Eleanor Turret reported the politics behind the move. Interestingly, Ripple $1 million contribution to the Commonwealth Unity Fund shows the company's strategic plan to influence U.S. politics in favor of crypto industry. James Murphy, the PAC's founder, has voiced the importance of this election for the future of cryptocurrency regulation and his contribution $50,000 to the PAC. He is rallying the crypto community to support Deaton's Senate campaign to end decade-long SEC manipulation. Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, Ripple executives, also gave Deaton the maximum $6,600 campaign contribution in April. Politico reported that attorney Deaton has raised $1.26 million by April, mostly from crypto supporters. On the other hand, Warren has raised over $1.1 million in the first quarter from 29,622 donors and 51,888 gifts, with 99% under $100. What a bunch of buffoons we have in this country. Her average donation was $22. The fundraising superstars campaign claims she has over $4.4 million. Moreover, the PAC has received a total of $1,050,000 in donations, with $909,405 remaining as of June 30th. This financial support is crucial for the campaign to challenge Senator Warren's position on cryptocurrency regulations. And let's continue this. Meanwhile, XRP's price has risen, trading at 54 cents, up 3% in the past 24 hours. As we know, it's skyrocketed here to almost 57 here, so it's surged. This increase follows the announcement by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange CME and CF benchmarks of new reference rates and real-time indices for XRP, fueling speculation about a potential XRP ETF. Plus, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has hinted at positive developments for a spot ETF, further boosting investor interest. The recent rally in XRP's price is also linked to the broader market anticipation of upcoming Ethereum ETF and the general bullish sentiment in the crypto market. With increased trading volume and a 56% rise in the past 24 hours, XRP's price reflects growing optimism among traders and investors. As the battle for the Senate seat heats up, and XRP continues to climb, the crypto community remains on edge, watching the further developments in both the political and financial arena. And finally, last but not least, and I'm going to release this update, Ripple whales by 300 million XP in 2 days. Altcoin holds steady above key support. So Ripple noted the highest weekly gains in 2024 over the weekend as XRP holders celebrated the 1-year anniversary of Judge Trez's ruling in the SEC vs. Ripple lawsuit. XRP rallied to a peak of 56.61 on Saturday. Now we've tapped 57.3. on July 13th. The altcoin extended gains by nearly 3% on Monday and trades. Now we know we're well over 57 or 56. So data from on-chain intelligence tracker Sentiment shows that Ripple's large wallet investors added 300 million XRP to their holdings between the 12th and 15th of July. The accumulation of the altcoin by whales is typically considered bullish for an asset, therefore it supports a thesis of further gains in XRP. While the cohort of large wallet investors holding between 10 million and 100 million XRP tokens added 300 million XRP, another cohort holding between 100,000 and 1 million XRP accumulated 10 million tokens at the same time frame. So we've already seen all of our technical indicators. We'll read through more of that later. I just wanted to read the part about the 300 million XRP. Tune into the live tonight. We're going to have an explosive live. I look forward to seeing everybody, and if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments.